If you're wondering what is the point of becoming superhuman, in this video I'm going to tell you why should we increase our health? Why should we increase our performance for health and performance itself? Or is there a bigger and a deeper reason as to why that we should do it? And this comes into Superhuman and the Superhuman way. My name is Riley. If we haven't met before, I have been on the superhuman journey for many, many years now. I was once hospitalized because I had an autoimmune condition. I was in the hospital, went into a ton of debt. Doctors couldn't do anything for me, and I had to drag myself out of it. And now, through everything that I've been able to do of optimizing my inner machinery, like we talk about in Superhuman, now I'm able to travel to the places I want to go to, along the business that I want, the relationships that I want, more importantly, in a way that's pulling it towards me, not trying to push it away. And the best part is it feels effortless because I'm not even trying. The idea with this, and this is leading into the Superhuman way, which is when you optimize your inner machinery, it's just like a car. When the engine runs more efficiently, everything becomes more effortless. It doesn't have to work as hard to burn gasoline to get from point A to B. And your body and inner machinery is the same way. So you might find that you're using willpower to try and get more work done, drinking coffee to get ahead, and everything just feels like a constant uphill battle. But I'm here to tell you it does not have to be that way. In fact, if you're doing it that way, you're probably doing it the wrong way, because there are many tools available to us. Not only externally, AI, different workflow systems, all of this stuff exists, and it's very important, and that's part of the superhuman system. But more importantly is the inside, the internal machinery. And if your engine is running unoptimized, then you're probably putting in more effort than you need to. You're probably burning more gas and fuel than you need to. And everything is gonna take twice as long to finish. You're not gonna be able to sleep as well. The foods that you're eating, you're gonna have to eat more nutrients because it's not absorbing it properly. You probably have a certain set of genetics where your environment, you're not aligning to those genetics, and as a result you're feeling more tired than you need to. And so there are all these different examples of when we optimize our inner machinery in a way that is personalized to us. In particular, what we talk about in Superhuman is lab testing, because when we use lab testing, then we're able to get to the root cause as to where our inner machinery is unoptimized. Back to the main point though, of what is the point of becoming superhuman? One thing that we coined is a term, you're superhuman, now what? So anything that you're looking to pursue, whether it is a better relationship, whether it is being able to travel the world, whether it's making the money you want, whether it is building the business of your dreams, all of this takes effort in order to achieve that. And there's probably something that you're looking to do that you want to get really good at, or some result that you want inside of your life, and then you see this guy come along who says, you should improve your health, you should improve your performance. What's the point of that? I should focus more on my goals. Well, I'm here to actually tell you that this isn't separate from all this. This becoming superhuman is actually a vehicle to transform your inner engine so you can get those things that you want. Let's say there's Island B. Island B holds everything that you want, your desired situation. And currently you're on Island A. This is your current situation. And we need to get to Island B. And there's a lot of ways to get to Island B, but a lot of people do it the wrong way. And you've probably been hitting your head against the wall, not knowing how to get to this Island B. What Superhuman is a direct speedboat that goes all the way there in a straight line that's going to get you there. Because by optimizing your inner machinery, you become superhuman. Your body becomes superhuman. You get the body that you want. The mind starts working. It turns back on. Longevity is just a natural part of the process. You feel good all the time. And more importantly, along the more advanced stages of Superhuman, you might not need as much sleep because that deep and REM sleep quality is just so much higher. And it's a bit like a bank account. Think of it like a superhuman bank account, where your bank account is at such a surplus that even if you don't get sufficient sleep, or let's say you're out drinking with your buddies on a weekend, or let's say you don't eat the best meal sometimes, even if your surplus is plus 1,000, you can take out a withdrawal of 50, but you're still in a big surplus of plus 900 or plus 800. But the most important part is you're still in that surplus. The issue where people run into problems is where their bank account is in a deficit, and then they're taking withdrawals on that deficit, and they're just completely in the tank. And to try and get up to that surplus, they're going to drink coffee, or they are going to take stimulants, or they're going to take these surface level solutions that purely mask the symptoms. but never actually get to the root cause. But when you get to the root cause, you address the root cause, you bring your surplus up to such a high level that even you can take withdrawals out and live the life of your dreams. Not only that, but get there a lot more quickly too, and in a more enjoyable way. And so it's not just becoming superhuman and becoming this rigid biohacker guy, Brian Johnson type, that is just doing these strategies for the sake of doing it. We do only as much as your body needs in a customized way, where we install the operating system of Superhuman into your life. And that operating system, it can be everything we talk about on this YouTube channel, our weekly email newsletter, the Superhuman playbook. And then of course, if you want to go in more depth, we do one-on-one lab testing. Reach out if you would like to know more details on that. But most importantly with all this, it's once you become superhuman and you unlock 10 out of 10 energy, 10 out of 10 focus, 10 out of 10 charisma, 10 out of 10 magnetism, you're gonna start to notice the world respond to you in a different way than it currently does. Situations start happening in your life a lot easier. Business deals come, relationships come, everything just starts flowing. Now, I'm not gonna get woo-woo in this video, but there's also something very interesting about manifestation and the quantum world, and it's something that I have studied extensively, and I suggest you do too. We'll talk more about that, or I'll get special guests on here who'll speak more about these things, but there's something to that too, where there's things that happen that are more than just purely coincidence that I have seen. Once people tap into this superhuman way of life, things go more in your way. Because when you have more energy, more opportunities unlock. More people want to be around you. And it's more of this pull effect. Instead of using willpower, you pull it towards you just through your being. You're not doing anymore, you're being. So now you become superhuman. Now what? Well, what is something that you've always wanted to do? What's a hobby that you've been putting off for years that you haven't pursued yet because you haven't had time, because you have a family, you've been building a business, like any of these other things? It is possible to do every single one of these things together. The question is, how are you optimizing your system and your inner machinery, in addition to stacking on AI, using specific softwares to make it fully integrated so you become like a real life superhuman, where you utilize technology, you utilize your biology to work in your favor. And when you have it this way, everything gets easier. You live the life you want. You can come to New York. You can go to LA. You can go to Tokyo. You can hop around to these places. And it's not about being a digital nomad. It's about sovereignty, personal sovereignty, and having sovereignty over your time, sovereignty over your money, sovereignty over your relationships, and everything is on your terms. And when you have this level of freedom and nothing holds you down, you can feel free. And we don't have the shackles of life dragging you down, where you're constantly thinking about these things in your conscious mind all the time. All of a sudden, sleep gets easier. Choices, you make it easier. You're not fatigued from all these decisions you have to make throughout the daytime. You don't have this constant low-level refrigerator hum stress that is constantly taking over your life like it does for a lot of people. Things just get easier, and that's what I'm here to tell you. So first, step one, focus on becoming superhuman. Do everything that you're doing anyway, but just know that it doesn't take a lot of extra effort. Once you achieve superhuman status, to maintain it is only a fraction of the energy, a fraction of the focus. It just becomes a new way of life and a new way of being. And that's what I'm here to tell you. So many upcoming, very cool videos of how to become superhuman, specific tactics. Leave me a comment down below. What would you like to learn about becoming superhuman? It could be anything. It could be about lab testing, supplements, sleep, mindset, unconscious mind. We can go into all of it, and we will. But if you would like more of the priority or one thing specifically, leave me a comment down below of what you would like to see, and we'll get into the science of it and how to fit it and adopt it into your life. Now, if you would like a way how to consume all this stuff for free and a great way to get started, check out in the description below the Superhuman playbook. Inside of there, it's going to tell you everything for free. It took me about 6 months to create this book, but it's going to be like a Wikipedia wormhole of just pure free value of everything that you can access for focus, for energy, for gaining muscle, getting the Adonis-like physique, being able to sleep better. Just quick tips that you can implement right away. If you'd like to go deeper, we can definitely do the lab testing too, but check out the Superhuman playbook below. Riley, signing out from New York, and we're going to see you in the next video.